Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to show you my entire indoor bonsai setup. It's how I keep all my tropical bonsai alive and happy all winter long here in New England. Stay tuned. Once the nighttime lows are consistently around like the mid 40s Fahrenheit, your tropical bonsai are going to want to be indoors. Most of us don't have access to a professional greenhouse, and so we have to do the best we can with what we got. So I'm going to show you everything I do, and hopefully you find it helpful. All right, let's get into it. One other note about bringing plants indoors, you should do a thorough check for pests before you bring them indoors. Check under all the leaves for aphids and scale and spider mites. Check under your pots for slugs. They can creep inside under the pots. And just give your tree a good once over before you bring it inside. There's two main things you need to be worried about. They are the lighting and the water. As far as lighting goes, you're going to want a south-facing window as big as possible. This is my largest window and it is southwest facing, so that's where all my trees go. The other thing is the water. Your tree is probably going to slow down growth during the winter, and the amount of water it needs is going to be much less. So do check the soil, don't overwater. Make sure that it's still a little bit damp but starting to dry out, then give it some more water. Keeping drip trays underneath your bonsai pot is a really good idea so you don't ruin your furniture with all sorts of water stains, and it's also going to help a little bit with the humidity. Don't worry if you bring your tree inside and then notice that it has leaves that are changing colors and dropping off. That's super common once you move a tree inside, as it adjusts to the change in light level and airflow, and it just gets used to life indoors. A ficus, that's a super common issue that leaves will fall off. No big deal, it's going to be fine. I have elephant trees as well. Those are going to lose a bunch of leaves, but they'll be fine as well. They're just adjusting to their new indoor winter home. Two of the secondary concerns that you're going to have are the temperature and the humidity. Now, as far as temperature goes, if you're comfortable, your tree is probably comfortable. Any normal indoor temperature is probably going to be fine for these trees. I keep a little battery-operated thermometer right next to them anyway. Keep it out of the sunlight, though. I try to hide it behind that post right there so it doesn't get hit by direct sunlight. This also is going to monitor the humidity, which is the second thing you want to worry about. These drip trays that store extra water after you water your plants do a little bit for the humidity, but not a ton. The best thing you can do is to get a small humidifier. I got this one from Lowe's or Home Depot for about 40 bucks. And this will crank for like 12 hours at a time once it's filled up. Not sure how well you see it now, but there is a lot of water vapor coming out of that little humidifier, and that is going to be great for our indoor bonsai. It's also great for the piano. You may also have seen that I have this seedling heat map underneath my cuttings. That's going to help keep the soil and roots of these cuttings a little bit warmer than the ambient air temperature, which will help them establish themselves even though they are indoors and it's about to be winter time. You'll notice that my bonsai bench is against a wall that does not have a baseboard heater. These baseboard heaters, and these are some of my non-bonsai plants, but these baseboard heaters really dry out the air and reduce humidity and can fry a bonsai tree. So try to keep your trees away from these. And that is my entire indoor bonsai setup. Let's just review the main points really quick. Number one, lighting. You need a large south-facing window with the tree as close to it as possible. Hopefully not near any heat source. Number two is water. You need to keep your trees watered, but they may need less than they did when they were outdoors in the summertime. Check with your finger to see how damp they are. Number three is heating. If you have a normal temperature room, your tree's probably going to be just fine, above 60 degrees, and it will be happy. Number 4 is humidity. The drip trays help a little bit, but I prefer these small humidifiers. All right, my friends, that is the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any of your own tips and tricks that have worked for you keeping bonsai indoors, drop them in the comments below so that I can read them. And if you do have any questions, drop those in the comments below so that I can answer them. All right, thanks again. See you later.